I've tried to re-record this video like 7 times now. It's not even a serious video really, it's just me talking. But the problem is I haven't slept in like 33 hours or something like that. So that's not very good for me. I'm not tired, you know, that's a little weird, but I'm very fatigued and I clearly don't have peak cognitive ability, you know, so I'm a little all over the place, you know. But let's get into it. The gameplay you see in the background is Core, not Call of Robloxia, Core. It's not called Call of Robloxia anymore, it's called Core, and now you might say like, well, Rubie, that's just an acronym for Core, you're not serious, right? Well, I am serious, because due to Roblox's new guidelines about like that you can't use the name Blocks or Roblox in your game name, they can't really overturn that, so it's just called Core. And let me start with a question here, and I want you to comment down below which one you would rather have. Would you rather have Core or Phantom Forces 2? I'm not gonna answer it myself. It's not me I'm asking you guys. But there might be a chance that we get both games, and I feel like it might be a little likely too, and I really don't want to say that either, because I'm just a little scared of how Core will perform. I guess, well, not scared, I'm just a little worried almost, maybe, because like, I truly believe that Core will probably be the most polished, clean, best shooter on Roblox once it gets released. Like, the amount of experience the stylist developers have behind them now with Phantom Forces, that is arguably still the best shooter on Roblox. I really have faith in like what you're gonna do, right? But the problem is, and I've said this so many times, the problem is the World War II theme. And I also said like that, well, it's World War II, and like you always have the same guns. You have the Tommy gun, Kar 98, MG42, STG, yada yada, you know what I mean, right? But then I also talked about how it has insane customization, which is also true. It has very impressive customization if you've been to the Core gun builder, right? And I feel like the general trend of people loving World War II has fizzled out. I feel like it peaked back in 2016 when everyone was hating on Infinity War and everyone was loving Battlefield 1. And I also love Battlefield 1, it was great. But I feel like that was just a result in the fact that people were tired of said like movement, advanced jetpack shooters, right? And they just wanted something classic, I guess is the way to put it. But let's talk about Roblox and World War II shooters too, because there hasn't been a lot of World War II shooters. And I feel like the reason why Call of Robloxia originally got so many players was just because like in 2012 or 2013, I don't think you could find anything that was like as good as Call of Robloxia. Well, it obviously isn't a great game in today's standard. Back then, I'm not sure, I never played it actually back then, but from what I've seen, it was ahead of its time. Same with Phantom Forces, you know? But I feel like we've come to a point where it's hard to be ahead of the time. Because let's look at something like Bad Business, for example. They also introduced stuff that Phantom Forces simply doesn't have, like gun mastery or customization on characters and clothes and animated skins and stuff like that. And even then, I don't think people really care that much for that. I don't know what Core could add that would innovate so much that people would care. Because at this point, Roblox clickbait titles are all about like Hell Reaver or like Hedgerows. And those games are never gonna blow up like Phantom Forces did. Alright, when Phantom Forces first released, that was ahead of its time. There was nothing like it. I feel like the only game that is sort of ahead of its time right now is something like Hell Reaver, because it actually performs well. But even then, no one plays it. So like, it comes to a point where you could just play normal games, because realism on Roblox is like, oh yeah, that's cool, I guess, but I can just go play this, you know? And obviously Core isn't going for realism, but you know, it's like, what could they do to innovate, and what could they do to garner players? What could they do to make what could they do to create a large YouTube watch base? Will the Phantom Forces watch base transfer over, or will the release of Core directly kill the Phantom Forces watch base? And if Core doesn't grow, that dies too, and boom, we have a collateral death, and then we get Phantom Forces 2, and then, you know. But God, I'm just rambling. My point is that Phantom Forces 2 is a possibility due to the fact that Core can innovate a lot, but I don't think people would care enough in 2022 like they would care in 2014, if that makes sense, you know. And I'm a little worried that people won't care, because, you know, I'm a Phantom Forces YouTuber. What if Phantom Forces die, bro? What do I do? I don't know. What game do I up on? Like, I don't even know, dude. I'm so tired. Whatever. I hope this video made any sort of sense. I hope you understand what I'm saying, because I sure don't. I mean, I kind of wrapped it up in the end there, but it's like, you know, it's like, I still truly believe that Core will probably be the best shooter ever released on Roblox. I have a lot of faith in the stylish developers, and I respect them immensely, but I hope you understand my concerns that I bring up, and I'm gonna wrap it up here. I love you guys. I'll catch you in the next one. Bye, remember, even if I don't have any, and I love, wait, no, wait, okay, I lost her. I love you. Mwah.